Timmins-James Bay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, the role of the Minister, the Crown, is to take responsibility for the contracts and the decisions by his department. But for a week, we've had this Minister running through the spectacle of dodging a simple question as to why a Canadian company was frozen out of a contract and a Maple Leaf was then outsourced to China. First, he blamed the gift shop. Then he blamed the WTO and he blamed the Speaker. It's like he's running through the Tory Rolodex of excuses. But here's the question. If he's not willing to take responsibility for his department, why doesn't he step aside and let someone else do it?
Honourable Minister of Canadian Heritage.
Of course, Mr. Speaker, this member has been wrong about pins in the parliamentary gift shop. He's been wrong about pins purchased by the Department of Public Works. He's been wrong about the contracting process. He's been wrong about the responsibility of our government to respect our trade agreements. I guess the bit of advice I would give to my friend from Timmins-James Bay is, if you're going to devolve yourself to being a single-issue MP, have a clue about the issue you're talking about.
Member for Timmins-James Bay.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, I think the real issue here is the fact that we have a minister who cannot give an honest answer in the House of Commons. We've asked about the contract, we've asked about the outsourcing, and he continues to make it up. Meanwhile, the CBC is being undermined, international arts tours are being cancelled, the China flags pact. I would ask him to be at least prudent this time, because his political proboscis is such now that he's poking the poor members of the bloc in the chest.
The Honourable Minister of Canadian Heritage.
Well, given that there's no question there, I'll use this 30 seconds to make a statement about the honourable member from Timmins-James Bay. No, look, Mr. Speaker, he mentioned a number of things. I've been crystal clear on this process from the very beginning. If he wants to continue to build this soapbox to stand on, he's frankly building a faulty soapbox. With regard to the CBC, we made a commitment in the campaign. We've kept our word, Mr. Speaker. And the only thing I can say about the member for Timmins-James Bay is, if he wants to stand up in the House of Commons and talk about integrity, he ought to first go back to his constituents and explain to them why in 2004, 2006, and 2008, he campaigned saying he would vote against the gun registry. He showed up in this House of Commons and he betrayed his constituents. Explain that.